Hello, you wonderful people. So as we all know, Lucifer season 4 is going to be on Netflix. Obviously, I made a video talking about it, but there's some stuff I brought up in that video that I kind of want to elaborate a little bit more on. I think it's just kind of been sitting in my head a little bit. As we know, Lucifer season 4 is only going to be 10 episodes, which is no surprise in the grand scheme of things, because it's like, yeah, Netflix never does long stuff. Usually stuff ranges mainly from 10 to 13 episodes. 13 is as high they usually go when it comes to the original content. But to me, that kind of brings an interesting switch to how Lucifer operates, because obviously, and it's something I talked about in the video, was like how Lucifer got longer with each season. Like season 1 was 13 episodes, season 2 was 18, I think, and then season 3 is 24, technically 26 if you count the bonus episodes, which I think they're lumped in with season 3. Because we're going back to 10 episodes, that might mean we're kind of like, the story might fly by a lot faster, which is interesting, because obviously when you look back at season 1, I feel like the story pacing was a lot faster in season 1 because they had less episodes, so they kind of, but because in season 3 they had a lot more episodes to flush things out. Because in particular what I'm referencing is like in season 3 there's the whole, spoilers for season 3, the whole Cain situation. I feel like in a lot of times the whole Cain / Centerman situation kind of fell to the back burner, because like that main overarching plot wasn't constantly growing and moving forward, because there was a lot of episodes where there was none of that moving, which I think is fascinating. But I think at the same time that's also, well, it's probably a combination of like, well, there were probably a few, like, as we know, apparently Lucifer does quite a few standalone episodes, which are kind of interesting. Maybe you'd also probably use the term filler episodes. Like, it's always interesting because I always associate those with animes and stuff like that, but obviously it exists in television too. Not like it's a problem for me, like more Lucifer, but I'm always anxious to see like, oh, where's this main overarching plot going? But I do have a tendency to forget, like, Lucifer himself is the main overarching plot. His constant growth through these different situations that help change him and make him understand things better, and his relationship with these different characters is the biggest focus of the show, because he's the focus of the show. But then you have like this main overarching plot with Cain that felt like, once again I said, kind of felt like it fell in the back burner somewhere. I was like, oh, let's get back to that, let's get back to that. Yeah, we're hitting it, we're striving through it. But like at the same time, like I said, it plays into it because, like, even though it might not seem like it, like I said, there's some standalone episodes that are meant to be like, oh, they could take place anywhere, so they're not affecting the overall plot. It's kind of what I, was referencing. I feel like I don't remember it as much in season 2, but I feel like I remembered a lot more in season 3. But maybe that's just because season 3 is a lot fresher in my mind because it was the newest season at the time. I'm sure season 2 did it, and there might be episodes in season 1 that kind of fall under that same category. But I feel like season 1 was always constantly moving forward. Season 2, I felt like the same way. I just like season 3, I felt like they took time to kind of let stuff breathe a little bit more, but maybe that's just my opinion. I'm curious to see what that does for season 4, because I feel like because they have 10 episodes, they're probably less likely to have any like standalone. They'll probably all be like, no, we're pushing the plot forward, even if it's just a little bit, but like, probably give it time to breathe and stuff like that, but still very quickly running through the plot. Probably like it'd be probably a lot more representative of maybe like season 1 when it comes to plot wise, because there has been stuff that has dropped about it, like in particular one character. I kind of wish I didn't know this character was in there. Like, obviously if you don't want to know, I won't say. Like I said, this is kind of what I was thinking about. Obviously we have to wait till the entire season comes out before I can be like, oh, whether I was right or not. But really, that's all I want to talk about in this video. Until the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.